My boys, we back, and it's gonna be game 2 of 250K finals. Once again, shout out to my boy DPG because he's literally the only person who still has the game up. Everybody else stuff expired or somebody has it on YouTube who I don't pay much attention to or don't really sub to at the moment. So that's that. But we finna get right into it. Just let y'all know what I was thinking when stuff happened and just explain what happened or what should have happened here in my eyes in this game. So let's get straight into it.
Third-seeded Jazz Gaming at point guard from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's Splashy.
Should've came in right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Boom. So we got game 2 versus Swaggy. Right now, what's going through my mind is like, I just won convincingly. He's not going to let me win that convincingly again. He's going to find a way to either slow down the game or he's going to switch up his game plan and force me to do something else. So what he did in this game that changed was he forced me to take more hard twos. He ended up switching his lineup up. He put Terry in the starting lineup. I had Cincy on him. But it was just a battle of whoever blocked the roll first won the game. I go under the screen, you see I've been on ball in the whole possession. I'm still there. Since he gets a contest on that, we're out. Throw it. So I get me a freebie. I shoot a slow fade on the break. That was greenlit 2. Let's get it early. Boom. Since you see I'm on balling. So like I said, for y'all who say top players don't on ball, or for people who say top players can't on ball, you see me. I'm getting clipped by the screen. I gave up a bucket because I got clipped by the screen instead of switching early. But he ended up playing a little different. He took out Kobe so Terry could come in and he could just take more stuff. But the thing that he basically did this game, because both of our layup time was up, we both forced each other to mash. Good pinch, boy. But we both forced each other to mash and see who was going to have a tougher time scoring, basically. It was like 2 for 2 for 2 for 2 for 2 for 2, a 3, a 2, a 2, a 2, a 3, a 2, a 2, a 2, a 2, a 2. That's basically what he changed a lot. His offense was basically the same. It was pretty boxed. Just, it was more, the way I was playing defense was relying on me to stop something in the paint. And either I got the stop or I didn't get the stop. And I lived with whatever happened in the paint. That was my whole plan. You feel me? Like right here, there's no way that we didn't go get the box on D-Rob, but I'm glad we still got the board right there. Couldn't go up with that match because our layup timing is off even if I want to. I think that would have been a bad match. So we take out Giannis, call a quick slip. Plays amazing defense out the corner right there. That's 2 plays in a row where he gets big stops out the corner, gets it to the Kawhi. The only person who Kawhi misses for in that right corner is me. It's a bucket. It's just bad play by me. Rushing, I need to slow it down. It's literally it. Boom. So I got Mullen. He switched early. You see what I mean? So he starts to switch early and force me to take something into the paint. Like, that's literally what the whole ball game was. Now I look back on it, what I would have did was just keep the ball in Karl Malone's hands. I green that it was like a 27. But keep the ball in Karl Malone's hands or give it to somebody who has quick dribble style instead of shifty and just push cross to my way to victory. That's what I would have did now that I look back on it, but I wasn't thinking like that in the game. I was just taking whatever I had. I couldn't get a blitz all series neither. But here we go. Got Cincy on Terry. You see me right there. I'm on ball and I step the screen high. I bait the slip. I get back on the slip. I play over the screen. He goes out of bounds, dribbling too much. That's a good stop. He calls a timeout. Little breath of fresh air. Just because, like, that's just one of my songs was on. You see me vibing. I don't know what song was on, but I'm vibing, baby. He got the black 250 shirt. I wish they gave me the black 250 shirt. They gave me the white 250 shirt. That shirt is weak. But anyways, we get right back to it. And make sure if y'all got any questions or anything y'all want to ask, or like why I did this, why didn't I do this, etc. Y'all could always comment that and we could, get to it. Make sure I get some interaction with y'all in the chat for sure. Cause I gotta be more active on YouTube, man. It's getting bad cause I can't stream no more cause I rarely got time to. And on top of the fact that the game is not, I can't even say surprisingly dead. It's literally as dead as it's ever gonna be and nobody really wants to play it. Kawhi snatch blocks my will. You know I'm calling the timeout on that. I could see if it was him who snatch blocked me. It was his CPU who just snatch blocked my will. That's just bad business. But yeah, stream, and it's been a lot of people, more the smaller content creators, and I could shout out a couple like JC. We got Jacob. We got Evan, I'm pretty sure he been streaming. Nike not really that small no more, he be streaming. Isaac still stream as much as he can. Most of the smaller streamers, I've been seeing Fitness stream a little bit more. Most of the smaller streamers are the ones who should be streaming around this time. Slaughter been streaming, I think, pretty daily. TK streams pretty daily. Like, those are the people who should be. That's bad D by me. He smoked that though. That's what I mean by when you don't got NA on. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, mashing isn't what's broken. Real player percentage is what's broken. When we had to time our layups, we literally were missing so many layups in the paint just because we're so used to never timing them. Shot that was a green midi. It was like a 5%, I'm pretty sure. But it's a lot of defense being played right now. But back to what I was saying, this is a time where smaller content creators 100% got to take over, and Justin still streams. I shouted out just a couple. If I miss you off the top of my head, I'm sorry, or even put your stuff down at the bottom if you've been streaming and you want me to stop by. But bigger content creators not going to be streaming that daily because the game's just not what it was. It's really not nothing to work for as much as it was before 250. Like, pre-250, you working to qualify, and then after you work to qualify, that's a good catch. Lay. See, you see what I mean? That was an open layup. It said open. I missed it because it was a late open. It was a late open layup and I missed it. But without layup timing, I mean. When you have layup timing on, Masher would never be broken. So the game's not really broken. It's just specific things that are broken. Good midi, 7-7. But for my smaller content creators, this is your time. It is 2:55 p.m. Eastern time, Monday, May 30th. From now until the next game comes out in September, it's up to you if you want to take off or not. If you want to take off, you just got to be consistent. Because all the bigger content creators, we're not going to come back consistent. I won't be back streaming at least consistently until after the season. And most of the bigger content creators won't be back streaming MyTeam day by day basis until the next game comes out and we have something to work for. So this is your time if you want to shine, and it's up to you if you're going to do it or not. Like, it's just that simple. Game's dead, so you got to try to get you a good following while the game is dead. I was getting a hand on everything. But yeah, let's get back to a 9-7. A lot of defense being played. You see how we're both basically forcing each other into the paint or to take a tough shot. Should have quick stopped that, but I messed up my quick stop. He gonna switch this. I messed up my move again. That's a dot. Ooh, Jesus. I saw him slipping right there. That's good. That's a good pass. We blitz that, we don't get it. That got to be a steal. That's just bad defense by me. He's posting up D-Rob. I live with it. You see, I actually switched up my lineup as well. I ended up playing Giannis. That's a good pass. That's just great. I wanted to switch to the corner and run basically triangle. If y'all know what triangle is where whoever's guarding the pick and roll goes to the corner. You make your corner go to the paint, and it just has everything boxed. Why does Karl Malone do a standing right hand that cocks back to the back of his foot? The world may never know. But the game's real gritty right now. I can't give up that 3 right now. That's the difference between him having 7 points and 12 points because he wouldn't have scored. But I ended up putting D-Rob in just because like I needed some more spacing because the paint wasn't as sweet as it was before. Put Seti in. He fouls early to switch the matchup. He kept me off the break a lot better this game too, so that's why the game was a lot slower. But yeah, D-Rob plays so much D. D-Rob was probably one of the only bigs that played D pre-250, like by itself. But like stuff like this, you feel me? I've gotten blocked on my last 3 takes. And I could see if it's him blocking it. It's not him blocking it. It's the CPU blocking me every single time. Like, and I'm timing my jumps by myself, and I'm not getting blocked. So it's just unfortunate but good defense. It was more just force the other one to the paint, pray for the fluke block. That was literally what the defense on both sides was. Send them to the paint, pray for the fluke block. Try to not give up a 3, send them. Mine was just a little different because I was more on balling a little bit, but that's literally basically what it was. I should have got a hand on that front clutch. They switched too much though. I tried to switch somebody back into the play. Couldn't. Like, I only got 8 shots right now. He got 12. He got 12 points on 12 shots. I got 12 points on 8 shots. I'm just not getting any looks right now. That's literally all it is. He was fouling a lot to slow me down, to make sure I wasn't getting anything like easy. Whenever it looked like I was moving too comfortably, he made sure he fouled me. We got Rudy with the ball right here. Good pinch. I tried to get rid of it. He's holding amazing defense this game. Like, his adjustment this game, another missed layup because we don't have timing on. Like I said, it changed both of our play styles. Like, both of us would have probably put more points up if our layup timing was on. But It wasn't. So Giannis is missing 6% on Cedric Maxwell, and D-Rob's missing wide open layups on Chris Mullin, etc. And Chris Mullin missing wide open layups on Jalen Rose when he's behind him, and they say open or 5%. But his difference was he forced me to the wing, he pinched me heavy, and forced me to throw a slip over the CPU's head, who wasn't gonna reach, but they probably were gonna steal the ball. We got Jalen Rose. I got Luka on Jalen Rose. I hated when Luka was on ball. We got Shaq in. I can't see the screen right now. We got Luka. That's me. I stop that. I jump. I get the D-Rob. Stop right there. Bear stop. But my team's glitched out off inbound. I give up a 3 because my team's just glitched out. That's just uncontrollable stuff. You feel me? Uncontrollable. We got Luka, an easy rim grazer dunk. If I could get those dunks every time I would square replay, that's why I wish everybody pre-250 had quick drops on. I never would have got stopped. Switched the matchup because he kept somebody in longer than I thought he would. But yeah, that's the only difference in this game. He slowed the game down and made me play his pace. And I didn't get to play my pace until I believe the 4th quarter. So it was a little bit different. Step up, blitz. That's my first blitz I done got all game. And you know what happened when I get on the break? It's an automatic green. It was a 2 though. I was unlucky. It was a 2. I tried the front fade off the front foot, but I got the quick one instead of the slower one. But that's what I mean. The break is what changes this game, and he had a great job to keep me off the break. But you see, I'm on ball in the on ball switch. I'm on ball. I'm on Clay right now, guarding his D-Rob. He don't even want to test me because he know it's not going to be a bucket. I'm cutting this off. I'm on ball. I jump out. He greens a 36. I mean, you just call a timeout. You say good D. I'm clapping. I'm saying good D. You get back to it. He has sharp bad, so there's only so much I can say, but a 36 is nuts. Greening a 36 on Shaquille O'Neal is nuts. But that was a good shot, so I'll live. We get back to it. It's a good defensive possession. There's nothing more you can do than that. Said he got ball. Let's see what said he gonna get into. He switches early. These two in pick and roll were the 2 toughest to score around. And like I said, you're gonna see me do one move with Seti and try to get a shot up. It was working a lot in my scrims because people were running the set and I thought he was gonna run, but he switched his setting up at the last minute, and it just never was open, or it was open only a few times. You see, I'm on ball right now on Jalen Rose. I X switch it. I go play it myself. That was me who went to go stop that. So once again, when you watch this game, you can literally see I'm on balling or I'm making all the plays. It's not really the CPU doing this and doing that. It's me going to make the play. I'm bringing my hedge man up to switch, or I'm on ball fighting over the screen, etc., etc. So when people say you can't on ball at the top level, you can 100% on ball at the top level. Even on current gen, and it's probably the hardest game to on ball on. You can go watch back all my games. I on-balled every single game, 100%. So for anybody who says off-ball this or off-ball that or on-ball this, on-ball that, trust me, I was on-balling at least 95% of this game. Some things, though, you definitely can't. Like, if somebody's in the paint, there's no point in you clicking on the center no more. You might as well go to your corners because they're going to drop anyways. I got D-Rob on Lonzo, like, those should be easy pickings. But as you see, he's switching early, forcing me to throw the slip over the CPU's head and then score. I saw the game plan. I was trying to do it, but it was just so hard to mash that it didn't matter. It's a good pop. He just ended up getting a hand on it. I end up still getting back, though. He does a great move. Green. I never expect people to do moves like that with the right stick. Like a stand and dribble move, I never expect those. We down 4 right now. Like I said, forcing me to go down. And then thing is, good bait. I can't go up with that in the paint because it's going to be a miss because our timing is off. So as you can see, he's forcing me into the paint, and I keep getting the wrong dunk animation every single time. He's forcing me into the paint wide open. That is a thing that I've been mad at about 2K22 since the game came out, and like I honestly don't think they'll ever fix it. But I think that was like a 8% layup or something. Miss it because you can't mash because our layup timing is on. But once again, that's one thing I hate about this game, and I know everybody can agree with this or attest to this. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, please type yes in the comments. You can leave somebody wide open in the paint because you know a chase down is going to happen. You know you're going to get a chase down. Like, I know y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. Like, they leave you open in the paint because you can't go up wide open because it's a block. The only way you can go up in the paint, that's me, bad defense. Can't give up a 3. I was just horny to get a stop because he was playing too slow and it didn't work out for me. But the only way you can get a bucket in the paint is if you mash. You can't go up with a wide open dunk in a wide open lane because you get blocked every single time. The game just makes no sense with that. I'm surprised they never fixed that. Chase down's literally the best badge on the game. His forcing me into the corner was real good this game. I tried to get a shot off. He ended up getting a jump out. We ended up getting a fluke board. We end up throwing a dot off the board. We end up widening. It's just gritty right now. It's real gritty right now. I ended up taking out with Cade. Try to go give me a buck. We pass it off. I had the front clutch lane. I get him to jump, but you just can't go up with that. Chris Mullin ends up hitting the midi. Green. We needed that. We needed it. But yeah, it's a lot of times, once again, like I said, you're going to see us in the paint. We should have went up. We can't go up. It's going to miss. So you had to, so whatever you've been practicing, so that was the thing and why I say 250 is a lot different than people think it is. You might practice something and then it's gone. So like, let's say last year when I played versus Ty in the finals, he jumped over me, bro. And since he got 90 interior, like, what's up, bro? But you might practice something in scrims. Like, let's say I'm scrimming versus Isaac, right? Scrimming versus Isaac pre-250, one of my favorite scrim partners early. Say I'm scrimming versus Nike, one of my favorite scrim partners. I might try something that's working, OD, and then in 250 you just can't do it. Like last year, my shot feedback was off, period. Like, unless I saw my dude keep his hand in the air, I don't know if it was white or green. Like, I didn't have shot feedback. Like, it was completely off. Like, I didn't even know what the guy I was playing was shooting until game 2. Like, that's one. That's good D by Lonzo, great strafe. That's 1. 2, you might think you got a dribble move, but they send you a PS4, they send you a new PS5 with the downloaded build on it. It's almost the same as the 2K League. Like, they send it with you with everything already fixed, and you don't know if you're playing patch 1, patch 8, patch 9, patch 10. You never know. Like, honestly, if I played Ty on the same patch that I made it to the finals on Current, I think I would have won. But I think the fact that we were playing on patch 1 hurt both of us, but I think he was better than me patch 1 with those cards than I would have been. I just missed a wide open dunk. Like, I want y'all to know, like, I was fighting a lot, and this is where I say I'm glad I talked to Ty a lot, talked to Isaac a lot, talked to a lot of people who know all my weaknesses to see, look, I don't pick up that 50-50 right there, end up giving up 3 because I don't pick up the 50-50. Like, I call a timeout, I try to get myself back in, everybody behind me letting me know, like, baby, you gotta just do this or do that. I really worked on composure, and I'm very proud of myself working on composure. And it's not even like y'all gonna see me talking and look like I'm yelling, etc., etc. Like, I'm expressive. I play better when I'm expressive. Like, it's not even I'm spazzing or it's not letting me play. Like, if I miss a jump shot, I need to cuss myself out. If I get holed by 2K, I need to talk about how I got holed and then move on after I get it. Like, you feel me? But right now I'm down 8. Fluke charge. I just run them over trying to go the other way. Like, a lot of stuff just wasn't going my way this game. But I say, this is why I'm happy I worked on composure. And this got me a lot further than I thought it would have got me. 100%. But yeah, when you play 250, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what you're playing on. Your layup timer might be off. Your shot might be off. Badges you think work might not work. Dribble moves you were using might not work as they do. CPUs might drop differently because in the beginning of the game, like, the CPUs usually don't hold no D. I ended up greening a tough one right there. CPUs usually don't. I ended up greening, I think it was like a 6. That's why I'm pretty sure he got up. But CPUs might be dropping a lot more because usually, like, let's say this year, patch 1, the CPUs dropped every play. The patch that we were on that I made the finals of 250 on, the CPUs didn't move when you had on no help. Same thing with last year. Like, if you go watch me and Ty's 250 games, both our CPUs were just dropping crazy because we were playing on patch 1. But we're not playing on the patch 1 as in, like, some moves are, like, glitched. So, like, say the left-right this year, that was the cheesy left-right. Like, even though this one, I think we were playing on the current updated build, but layup time, it was glitched. So, you got to find a way to play without using mashing to your advantage. And that's a lot harder than people are going to think it is. I'm playing without using layup timing. You feel me? I'm playing without using layup timing. Well, with using layup timing, like, it's just tough. But I'm down 7. I need a big stop right here. I wall it up, one jump, end up getting a foul. Like, you can see, like, my head's in my hands, but I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. That's just me expressing myself. I was more mad because I had to waste one of my last timeouts. Like, I have 2 timeouts left, and I still got 3 minutes of algo to play through. You feel me? And the algo's just flip-flopping each and every way. Like, the stuff that was happening this game and game 2 was surprising. Like, I haven't seen it. I'm not even getting the offensive possessions I deserve because something new happens. Like, it's 5-3 and there's 3 minutes left. But the second quarter, by me, that's despicable. But he changed up his game plan. Do I think the game plan should have worked? No, but the way this game is, like, that's the way the game is. I just saw RCA in the comments on the side. I'm not really reading it, but I just looked because he was at the free throw line. He said, Nair's going to start kicking in if we get the game 3. Splash got to close it here. I do. Everybody knows. Everybody who knows me or has played me know I hate going to game 3s. I don't like going to game 3s. I think I should sweep everybody I play. I don't want to leave it to chance, because if you leave it to chance, you might lose. Boom, so I'm playing over the screen. I got Giannis, and I don't even play Giannis. That's how you know I was angry. I don't even play Giannis. Giannis was on my team with 30 costs for no reason. I ended up blitzing that, but he stopped on the dime and missed that. Tough. We end up getting the board. We running. It's a 7-point game. We give it to Giannis. Tried to get him a 3. He didn't get it. Green and midi. 5. We here. Even through all the BS, that's the thing. That's why I say I thank all my friends, all my scrim partners, everybody who support me. Like, everybody know the main thing I gotta work on is composure, and that's what I worked on. Like, I'm obviously getting cheated to a certain extent, but I'm still in this game. Went from down 10 to down 5. My ball. We gonna have to just keep playing. I throw a dot. Green. Down 2. We back in the game. His game plan is working, but I just don't think you should never be able to take a wide open layup or wide open dunk because you're so scared of getting blocked. That's me. I get a good pinch. We on the run. I gotta stop on the dime right there. That's the play everybody was talking about, man. I was trying to get rid of the ball because I thought I was gonna get fouled. I hope I still score here. Let's see. Said he trying to walk down Kobe. We get nothing. We got Lonzo on D-Rob right here, which is obviously a mismatch. I push him down into the restricted area. Easy layup. But I got to slow fade that. That's the 3 everybody was talking about. That's me. You hear me patting my chest? That's me. We switch that. He tries to hit AD. I'm there. But as you can see, I just went on a 12-0 run in a minute. That's how quick the game can change when I'm playing if I get on the break. If I get my quick stops, because my defense is very underrated, and as you saw in this series, I play D. It's just I don't highlight my defense because my offense is what I rely on. Like, defense wins championships, you gotta score the ball if you want to win too. So I pride myself more on scoring than I do getting stops. But when it come down to the nitty gritty, I can get you some stops. It's just my offense is so spontaneous that people don't really pay attention to my defense. I'm shooting 360 fades from the half court line on the break. So the stop doesn't really matter anymore. But I'm on baller right here on Terry. I'm waiting for him to put in his right hand. I get clipped. I'm good. You see I'm on Cedric. I'm on ball in this entire play. I end up switching. I get a good jump. I get the board. It's a tie game. Now it's time to try to make him play my game. Boom. We come down. Rudy, slow fade, green. The difference is when I get on the break, it's a completely different ball game, which is the one thing that he was ready for, but he wasn't as ready for as he thought he was. Like, I'm gonna get on the break, even if it's not instant break. I'm gonna get a late transition 3. Like, it's just calm and collected shots, and I kept my composure, and I'm still in this game. Let's get to the Baja. Wilt down there. I get Giannis on the jump. Let's get a layup. You feel me? Let's get him to play my game. It's only 3 now. We need a big stop here. But Swaggy played a great game too. He deserved to win game 2, honestly. I think he just played versus like an anomaly. Like, I did some crazy stuff in game 2 to win. Like, it's gonna be a crazy shot that comes up that I just got. I end up getting down there with Wilt. I get a user block down there. I go pick up the board. This shot right here was the biggest shot of the game, and I smoked. Oh, I was so mad at myself. I smoked that. The game gets broken open if I hit that. That's bad stuff, Splash. Then I end up giving a 3 right here because my switch gets glitched. A thing that happens on Courage, and I don't know if most of y'all played it, when you tell your team to switch sometimes, they just don't listen. Like, I told my team to switch and Wilt went under the screen, so I tried to switch back to Wilt and I gave up a 3. Horrible 3 to give up right there. But I end up getting a bucket right here. And then he ends up giving me this fluke right here, so I get badge. The difference maker right there. Because he was upset that he gave up that, so I ended up getting it. That's little stuff that people don't pay attention to. I ended up getting Will badge to go into the fourth quarter. That's big. Not even for rebounds or for scoring, for defense. Attributes are gas. We end up getting badge right before the quarter ends. And I get a 2-point lead going into the fourth. Gritty game so far though, 39-37. Now it's a game of chance. Whoever gets the most flukes wins. That's how I look at it. I'm keeping Giannis in the game, who I usually don't play. I actually got a different lineup out there than I usually run. Cade's not in. Seti's not in. My Luka just magically switches to ball for some reason. Like, that's why I just gave that in. I don't know if y'all saw my Luka just went from right corner to the paint, which is why I run team communication in the coach settings, because I need to know when they do stuff like that. Like, I can't predict Luka just going. He just left. Who knows why? I ended up getting pinched because my corner didn't stay still. I think I ended up taking out Giannis that play, too, because I was mad that he was moving. That's just his tendency to move. We need a big stop here. 39-39. Slow game. He ends up dunking on me. Like, the difference in when we were both playing the same defense basically in the paint was he got a lot more blocks than me. I think he had like 10 blocks this game. I think I had like 2. Like, just difference. Luka trying to get something. I end up getting an easy slip into a dunk. Like, if I got that dunk every single play, I would score every single play. And I'm still playing a good game. I'm shooting 60% from the field. I'm not getting the looks that I'm used to getting. End up switching this. I strafe the slip myself. I switch back on ball. Wilt's on ball. I end up switching back. He's going to call a slip. I played the slip. I just didn't get the jump animation. I knew he was going to do it. I just didn't get the jump animation I deserved. So cool. We come back down. Quick move. I'm going fast. Good bait. I end up hitting Mullen back. He got Kawhi on him, so it's going to be a tough bucket. We're going to try to get one, though. Right into his pinch. We end up getting blessed. We get the ball back. His pinches were on point this game. It's 7 seconds left. I don't score this play. I think I'm completely boxed. That's great D. That's great D. That's just great D. Good box out. Tried to get my board. I didn't get it. Down 2-3 minutes left. We foul to get them dogs in. We call a timeout just in case. Like, nothing bad happened right there, but you gotta call a timeout. I talk to myself. I let myself know I'm good. You feel me? Like Splash, we good. We down 2. We got 3 minutes left. It's 200,000 on the line. You need to lock in now, or we gonna lock in later. That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking, do I see anything else? My cousins was talking to me. They like, I ain't gonna lie. You just gotta get once you get that one stop in the paint, you good. They didn't really say nothing else. Like, offensively, it just like, one thing that people didn't want to give him his respect for, like, you can sit here and say I got hold or this happened. And do I think I'm getting hold in game 2? Yeah. He shoots a bad shot. He shoots a bug, but he somehow gets a putback animation through my body. This is what I mean. Like, I only got one timeout, so I got to fight the algo. But he just played good D. Like, honestly, whether it was fluke or not, or whether I'm getting blocked or getting bad animations or not, he's playing good D. That's just that. Down 3 minutes left. We got to find a way to score. This is what I pride myself on. So we got to find a way to score regardless. We got Karl Malone with the ball. Little push cross. That's why I say, you see how he got a quick bucket right there, even though it was a bad dunk animation? If I look back on it, I would have ran offense with him or Chris Mullen the entire game instead of trying to score with Cade. Cade's shot wasn't fast enough to get it off over the switch without it being at least a 5 to a 10. But we got Cade on ball. I hate having Cade on ball. I got to own ball because it's the only way Cade gonna get a stop. Boom. Cade, I bump him off. He goes in the paint. This is the biggest stop of the game. If NA was on, he would have hit that. But we end up doing this. I get on the break. I shoot a ballsy shot. From the half court line. Green. Up 1. Let's go, Splash. It's time to lock back in. You feel me? I try to get a blitz. I don't get the blitz right there. He goes down in the paint. We got to give up the 2 right there. This what I mean by, like, I'm playing my game. Now, we got a hoop. I come down and shoot a bug, bro. Oh, man. I come down and shoot a bug. Not this play. It's the next play. I come down and just shoot a bug. That's a good weight out on the slip. But I end up shooting a bug. Like, I come down and just shoot a quick shot, but I ended up getting the stop back. We holding D right now. We got him walled up in the paint. Cincy on Kawhi. I'm comfortable with this matchup. We switch it. Cincy on the center. We got Karl Malone on Giannis. We got Cincy on D-Rob. Like that. That gotta be a stop. That's a clean jump. He gotta miss that, bro. Right here, I shoot a bug. Said he get the ball. He steps back just a little bit right there. I saw him move back. He just switched on and got the contest. I thought I was gonna get the ball. Giannis jumps in and flies through. I end up shooting a bug. That's just bad by me. Now, like I said, this is where you gotta keep your composure because I'm comfortable with shooting bad shots. Now I gotta get me a stop. Seti on D-Rob. We here. We end up switching this early. We knew the quick slip was coming. I jump. I get my board. Let's get one. We need somebody to come give me the ball. Since he had the ball right here, I don't know why, but we ain't get nothing. We got blessed. I think he switches Terry onto the ball, and I walk Terry down. This one you just gotta know, hey, we not playing a good game. I walk him down. To the Baja, baby. I just walked him down. There's nothing more to say. Now right here, it's about that time where you gotta get you a stop. What you doing with the money on the line, baby? What you doing with the money on the line? Are you gonna get you a stop? Look, I bait the roll. I go back and I jump and Cade get me a big board. Now what I did here is gonna be real underrated. If y'all don't know, on the game late, the team, he has to try to foul. I passed D-Rob. I know he gonna try to foul. I shoot a ballsy shot. 1 point game. I shoot a 3. Green. Let's get out of here. Let's go home. He gotta try to foul me. That's why I advanced the ball up the court. Let me see if I can go back right there. Just to show this. Boom. So off this inbound, just to avoid all flukes, who's the most open player on the court right now? It's obviously D-Rob. We have D-Rob come up because he's just gonna spam foul. So while he does it, I'm gonna glitch out his foul animation. This is just high level nerdness. You get the ball right here. You throw it to D-Rob. He's spamming a foul. The closest player is now Kawhi. Kawhi comes to foul. I get rid of the ball at the exact time Kawhi coming to foul. Let's go home. Most people holding this. Most people holding this. They gonna look and be like, hey, I'm gonna take the safe route. It's gonna take them about 5 seconds to foul me. I'm gonna hit these free throws and we gonna play the foul game. I don't got time to play the foul game. If I miss this shot, I just don't deserve to hit it. And we deserve to go to game 3. I'm wide open, 99 3-ball. Best shooter on the court right now. If I miss, I miss. You just gotta have faith in yourself. That's the only difference. That's a big difference between me and a lot of people too. I shoot nut stuff. Like I shoot nut shots. I just shot a shot about 3 plays ago that was like a 60%. But times like this, I used to pray for times like this to be open like this. So I had to grind like that and green like this in a matter of time I spent. Like, you feel me? Like, you just gotta get up out of here. And then my girl hugged me. Everybody in the back clapping. They like, man, that was a toughie. I'm like, hey, I ain't gonna lie. He just hooped. Like, it's just that simple. Like, it's no more. And now I get the fluke block. I start clapping. It's finally sinking in. And it's just like, you gotta go to it. I gotta shake everybody's hand. These my boys that been with me since the beginning. So I got them behind me just because I played better in front. Swaggy played a great game too, 100%. I do still think he deserved to win, regardless of whether I think it was fluke or not. Sometimes stuff is fluke, but that don't mean you take away from what played, like how he played. And I think a lot of people didn't give him his respect because even though he made the finals, because Ty got disqualified. Swaggy's still a good player. We just ended up pulling out a better game. And like I said, we only do sweeps. Let's go home. Ouch, my arm. You feel me? That's just that. So I love every single one of y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the commentary. Please drop below other video ideas that don't have to do with my team as much, or like it might be like commentating the series or commentating my other 250 games if I could find them. Please try to, like, you feel me? Try to get me stuff that doesn't ask for a tier list when it's 14 invincibles out and every card on the game got quick and shifty and a decent jump shot with very quick. Like, it's real hard for me to do it because we can all put it in any lineup. I love every single one of y'all. Make sure y'all like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace.